Welcome. In my capacity as Chair Pro Tem, I would call the meeting of the Brandon Select Board to order. We have quite a crowd here, not sure why, because it looks like a super boring agenda. So one of you may have something exciting to bring up. Call to order. Do I hear a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll make that motion.
All right, a motion has been seconded. All those in favor of adopting the agenda as warned, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. As you can see, Mr. Hillen is visiting us through Zoom, and Chairman Bailey is at home recuperating from surgery and doing well as far as we all know. He is told that he can't do anything for 2 weeks, and that is not negotiable, and it's also not his style, so I've already gotten some emails about it. Okay, next on the agenda, Select Board members' remarks. I will say what Doug always says. Be nice. We have to see each other in the grocery store every day. Item 3, we have a possible consent agenda. Do I hear a motion on that?
I'll make a motion for a consent agenda. Item 3. Okay.
All right, so we have a motion and a second to consider items 3A, B, and C as a consent agenda. Those are the minutes of November 10th, 2025, the minutes of November 17th, 2025, and our warrant to pay the bills. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Sure.
In there that there's a purchase of a noble for the energy committee. And I'm just wondering why, when they sent out the budget details for actuals for 2025, they've already spent their money. So now why is there another one?
My understanding is that was purchased with a grant. Do we have the...
And what would the energy committee?
Okay, so if it's the one I think it is, it's more like a snow room.
It's more like
It's a small,
yes, correct. So I have some information.
Yeah.
So it is more like a snow broom. It's for doing the little tight spots like on the sidewalks by the house pizza and stuff like that. It's also going to be part of the toolship lending library. And I don't believe that they did spend their allotment for this year. I think they have, it looks like they.
Fine.
But we're in 2026.
oh, yeah, actually, Jen,
2026.
I didn't realize this was going to turn into a discussion. If you want to come to the microphone, or we can bring the microphone to you. Okay. All right. A vote on the consent agenda? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Assume I'm an aye unless I say otherwise.
Okay. Item number 4, report to Select Board, Mr. Town Manager.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board, members of the public. I did submit the report in advance. I don't have anything to add to it, but I would like to just make a few highlights, note a few highlights from it. One is the Brandon Winter Village dates and Moonlight Madness. That'll be Wednesday, December 3rd from 4 to 7 p.m. That includes Moonlight Madness here at the Town Hall. The other Moonlight Madness date is Thursday, December 11th from 4 to 7 p.m. Moonlight Madness at the Town Hall. And then including those dates plus the following dates is the Brandon Winter Village across the street here in Green Park with seasonal food and drinks, family activities, gift vendors, and entertainment. That will be Friday, December 5th from 4 to 7 and Saturday the 6th from noon to 7. Friday, December 12th from 4 to 7 and Saturday, December 13th from noon to 7. And Friday, December 19th from 4 to 7 and Saturday, December 20th from noon to 7. Christmas wreaths were hung on both sides of the Sanderson Covered Bridge. We want to thank the Vermont Covered Bridge Society, and the Highway Department did the hanging up. We have done the cleaning of the sand filters that were installed as part of segment 6 for stormwater treatment. There's a picture or two in my report. If you can view it online, you can see what's involved with that. It's kind of complicated and difficult work, but they're functioning properly, which is great. In public safety, we have had the Rutland County Sheriff's Department in Brandon since last week on selective days doing traffic enforcement, and we're glad to see them out as a force multiplier for our police department, keeping everyone on the roads safe. The 2016 Ford Cruiser is on municipal. You have one more week to make bids. Local bidders are encouraged. Currently, the bid is $3,000 for that car. We did some work on the budget, and the tax sale date has been set for February 26th. And that's about all I had for highlights. Happy to answer questions.
Any questions for the town manager from the board?
I had one.
Yes.
Heard a rumor about maybe stuff at the police station.
Yes.
What kind of it?
Yes. So there has a local benefactor has approached the town about a possibility, it's not a sure thing, a possibility of making a gift to the town. And one possible use of the gift would be to increase our renewable energy production. So the town has been trying to figure out where that might be best. And one option seems to be on the roof of the police station. Some of the rules about where net metering credits can be applied have changed. They've gotten a little bit more restrictive. You have to use the credits on the meter of the property on which the net metering array is installed now. You can't kind of deliver them out to friends and neighbors like we have done. So the police station does use some energy, and its roof is, you know, it's a new-ish building and it's in good shape. And so right now that's being scoped out to see whether it would be a good idea to put some solar panels on the roof. But again, it's pretty preliminary.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay.
Questions from the public on the subject of the town manager's report? Hearing none. Mr. Moore.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is my report for today, the 24th. I want to say congratulations to Dennis Martin, friends, but still friends, for a successful year with silent movies at the town hall. Their efforts generated enough income to rank this former Friends of the Town Hall activity for the 2026 season. Tickets for the January 7th Brandon Rec bus trip to see the Boston Celtics play the Denver Nuggets are still available. The Anthem Buddy tickets for ages 5 to 16 will allow people to stand in front of the players during the national anthem. Get yours today before they're gone. We also reserve the right to cancel the bus trip if we don't get enough bus ticket sales. That's as we've always had. Registration for Moonlight Madness vendor space closed. There'll be 17 vendors and 11 vendors inside the town hall in the 11th respectively. We're still actively seeking a coach for 3rd and 4th grade basketball coaches. Please reach out with your interest. December 13th, I think we're still hosting Jazz for a holiday concert. On December 20th, there's going to be karaoke upstairs. This is a family event starting at 2 p.m. This is our last planned big public event for the town hall upstairs, as it will be closed. Or will be closed for refinishing from December 28th through January 4th. This is the second refinishing we were promised as a part of our floor installation a couple years ago. And some updates since last printed report. There was a wildly successful concert upstairs celebrating Clover's 7th anniversary. And through donations, we collected $713. Thanks to that generous crowd. That's for the rec department. And the following morning, we are, or 5th, I can't remember which one, Neshabie Pie Gobbler Fun Run at the Neshabie Golf Course. We had 70 registrants that were a part of that. Our net for that will be a little over $1,000. And I want to congratulate the male finisher, Jacob Therian. Top female finisher was Blake Paquette, 4th grade. And of course, as you may or may not know, we have every 10th finisher got a homemade pie. And so I want to thank the Fortnightly Club over in, well, for saving our bacon, as I went down there on Saturday and purchased 7 pies for them, the rest of their pie, so we could finish out our pie, but have to bake all day Saturday. All BREC registration information can be found at brandonrec.com. That's my report for today.
Any questions from the board for Mr. Moore? Any questions from the public for Mr. Moore on the subject of his report? Hearing none. Item number 5, consider approval of errors and omissions report for the 2025 grand list from Assessor. Mr. Hopkins.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So every year so the grand list is lodged at the beginning of April, and every year the assessors make sure that there are no errors or omissions that need to be corrected. They do find some every year. It's not a sign of anything going wrong. It's a sign of this is how the system is meant to be. So there are a couple of minor ones, but speaking of solar, actually, the major one is an increase to the grand list of $1,199,900 in value for the solar array on Steinberg Road. So that is taxable value. The town will now be taxing that, and that will help to reduce all of our taxes in the coming year because it increases the tax base for the town. So I would recommend, unless there are questions, that the select board vote to approve the assessor's report on errors and omissions for the 2025 grand list.
Do we have a motion to approve the list of errors and omissions?
I'll make a motion to approve the list.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? Public discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of approving the errors and omissions for the grand list, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion passes. Item number 6. Advised presentation date for Forestdale Path Scoping Study Report. Mr. Hopkins or Mr. Moore.
That's so we finished the survey. The committee has met. We're very close to presenting. Actually, the presentation will happen on the 8th of December. At that time, the alternative from the committee will be presented to the select board by the municipal project manager, Stephanie Burke of the Regional Planning Commission. Just want to make sure you guys were aware that that's going to be happening that day. And love you to take a look. If anybody's interested in the results of the survey or any information about the Forestdale scoping study, you can find the information at tinyurl.com/Forestdale shared use path, and you can look at the information that's there.
Great.
Right.
It will definitely be a part of the minutes, and anybody who wants that emailed to them, they can shoot me an email. I can shoot you the link as well.
Yes.
Is this hearing before the select board meeting?
This is part of this agenda item on the select board. Yeah, warning that there will be an agenda item
On
with a presentation manager of the results.
Cool.
I don't want to step on the presentation. We have somebody that's presenting all the information. I don't want to, all the information is that I can talk about the election as far as the people who responded to the survey, but we spent the money to hire somebody to do this. And if you guys want to, if you could come up to the microphone, I could bring the microphone to you just so people can hear.
Yeah, just to point out though, that a discussion of the path study was not a warned item on the agenda. That's what the December 8th meeting is about. So.
I thought it was an item on the agenda. 'Cause
Well,
when we looked at the agenda, it was an item.
Advised presentation date.
Okay.
Jenny Ann, could you just clarify, who was the survey sent to? It wasn't sent to all the voters, correct? And is that the choice of the selected option based only on the results of whoever responded to the survey?
So it was not sent to everybody. It wasn't sent to everybody. It was warned that there was information, but it's not, that is one factor, but that's not the whole factor. This was a larger study that was done over the course of the last, I want to say we're a year plus on this. So the survey was a piece of that, but there's been mailers that were sent to the folks that were along the possible route. This has been a 14-month process now. So it's not just the survey results.
Well, and at the last presentation, they announced the survey and announced that it would be live on their website. And then in the materials that were later posted online, the survey link was there.
Yeah, I received it. I just didn't know why I received it and others didn't. So
Gotcha.
it was a list of who was actually pushed the survey based on meeting attendance, or what was it?
Part of it. Yes.
Thank you.
Now I know why we had such a huge crowd. So item 7, public comment and participation. Anyone? Bueller? Sorry, you left it open for me and you,
I tell everybody.
I walked right in the door.
I just wanted to speak to, there was a meeting of the trustees of public funds last Wednesday. The balance of the fund is now $962,000. That is a town asset.
Yes.
It is one of the few liquid ones, I guess you could say. It's
Mhm.
bonds and stocks. So next to the reserve fund, it's probably the most liquid and valuable asset the town has. Faith, the secretary, did a lot of research for the meeting, and since 1997, the fund has spent $739,000. Of that, only about 147 was requested by the town, and it was mostly for mosquito control. So I think, you know, a lot of us, along with Seth, struggled to get control of this fund, understand it. And so I would like to see more participation from the select board and the sewer commission regarding this huge asset. I mean, it's almost $1 million. And I can't speak to it. Does it appear on the town's financial statements when we go for bonds and, you know, and things like that?
It's audited, so actually, yes, it appears as an asset on the audited financials. Yes.
So anyway, it's $1 million asset to the town. I feel it should be probably monitored a little better by, well, Seth is monitoring it, but also by the select board and sewer commission.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to speak to.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that up until fairly recently, it was kind of like this amorphous unknown. People didn't realize how much was in it. People didn't realize, you know, and I think that now, you know,
Yeah.
it has come to the fore, and I think that it is an asset that the town should be aware of and should use to the extent we can.
Okay. None of you were at the meeting except for Seth. So I guess I'd like to see a little more participation.
Wouldn't have wanted me at the meeting because I was coughing my lungs out,
Okay.
but otherwise I would have been happy to be at the meeting.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to say.
Mr. Hopper.
I would like to say thanks to Mr. Bueller for highlighting the fund in various ways, and that I do have in mind 2 different applications to submit to the trustees. One that would benefit the general fund, which is all taxpayers, and that does relate to insect control, and one that would benefit the wastewater operation, which was the first named purpose of the fund, and that's a special equipment purchase. So I'll be submitting those to the trustees. The trustees did advise that, you know, the gain in the fund from the end of the last fiscal year to the end of this past fiscal year was over $100,000. They've got it invested well enough to perform. And so I think it won't be, it won't be neglected from the point of view of the town applying to use the funds that were left to the town at this point, especially if it can be seen that the trustees are inclined to consider. And there was a while when the trustees were not considering some of the requests from the town.
Any other public comment and participation?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay.
We have a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.